Hey everybody, it's Matthew. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a fun video all about triads and how we can learn to play better solos with them and things like that. We're basically going to learn some triads and how we can play through them in the key of G minor specifically. And why G minor? Well, because it's a key that you usually start learning chords in pretty early on. And then of course minor, because we're all familiar with the minor pentatonic, and the point of this is to learn our triads so we can navigate the fretboard easier, and then we can play better lead lines doing things like that. So let's start with our basics. Of course, we're going to do all the triad shapes in G minor, and we're going to be doing this from the D string root position. So all of our shapes are going to start on the same string there. So we're going to have the 1, which is G minor, the 2, which is a diminished chord, which I used to think that the 3 was the fancy chord in the key, in a minor key, and it was augmented. That was not correct. It is just a diminished 2 chord, which makes sense because all these notes are in the key. And then you have a major 3rd, minor 4 chord, minor 5, minor 6, or major 6, excuse me, minor 7, and then back to our minor 1. And there it is. And of course the key to knowing how to do the things we're going to do in here is knowing where your notes are in these triads and what notes they are in the key of G minor or whatever key you happen to be in. So G minor we have 1, 3, and 5. And remember, your 3rd's going to be flat, and your 7 and 6 are also going to be flat versus what it would be in your major key. So keep that in mind. And then the diminished chord we have 2, 4, and minor 6. And then the 3 chord we have 3, 5, and minor 7. Then the 4 is 4, minor 6, and then our 1. And then our 5th chord is, of course, a D, and that's going to be the 5, the flat 7, and the 2. And then the 6 is the 6, the 1, and the flat 3. And then our 7th chord is the 7, the 2, and then a 4. And then we repeat that again infinitely after that. So that's your note degrees. The note names, that's a little trickier thing. That's homework you're going to have to do on your own, because that's usually the hardest part, is remembering what the note itself is, not just where it is in the key. And once you know that, of course, you can do fun stuff like this. Pardon my mistakes, but you get the basic idea. You can play through the chords here and figure out where you are, and you'll never be lost as long as you know what your triad shape is and you know where they are. And of course, we don't have to play straight through the triad. We can imply it based on where we're playing. And just basic stuff like that. I know the old jazz thing, there's a trick for those things, which is play through the chord and then go do it. You don't even have to do that. You know, when you're a typical chord progression where the chords are changing, you're sort of, that's what you're doing typically anyway. You're implying what chord you're in by where you're playing. And then of course, if you want, you can throw in chords into your thing, because that's fun to do. Of course, you could be a little bit smoother with that. That's not something I've spent sufficient time on, is mixing in chords with lead playing. So I'm not the best at that, but you understand the idea with that. And then of course you can do the old Jimi Hendrix stuff. which is just sort of dance around your triad by hammering on different notes and things like that. Which that's a little bit more of an advanced technique thing than just playing chord, play the lead, do all the things like that. This gets a lot easier when we learn our note names, because with our 5 chord, for example, we're going to have a D, we're going to have an F, then we're going to have an A. And then going down the 4 chord, of course, it's just 2 notes down, which is C, a D sharp, and then a 1, which is G, of course. And it's doing that stuff, for example. Once you really get that down, then that's where you unlock all the fun stuff, and then the neck becomes not an obstacle to you, but a limitless tool for you to have lots of fun with. So anyway, guys, it's just a quick video here about triads and how we can learn our keys and learn how to better solo and play leads through them once we've got them figured out. Just wanted to throw down a quick video today because the one next week is going to be a pretty special one. It's going to come out on Christmas. Yeah, I believe that would be correct. It's going to take me some extra time, hence the quick video just about triads here that I kind of improvised. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like and subscribe if you did. Of course, don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications for when a new video is going to be out. And I hope I will see you guys next week for our special video. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.